Everything is so slippery. Oh, there's a fire tower I don't have to climb, thankfully. Is there a view of Katahdin up here?
Well, the first couple of them. Really?
Nope. They're already wet.
Oh, really? You're okay?
It's not easy to do when you don't use two hands. At least this is washing all of the crap off my feet. The first time we've ever seen Katahdin. 83.9 under 3 digits.
It's not the first time. It's the first time I've ever seen a Katahdin sign.
No. Really? Good morning. I slept super dry last night, although it did rain. My 10-degree sleeping bag, quilt, is literally the best thing I've ever bought in my whole life, and I love it so much. Woke up this morning, oh, I'm freezing. And it doesn't help that I had to put on wet socks, wet shoes, wet bra. Could not bring myself to put on a wet t-shirt, so I got my long sleeve Patagonia base layer on. Upon inspection last night, I realized that I have a lot of chafing. I knew that my my butt cheeks were chafing yesterday, and I knew that my armpits were chafing, but then on closer inspection, I realized that my bra had chafed me to the point of bleeding. That really sucked. And then I have a pack sore on my butt. It's really, really big, and it really hurts. Like, really, really, really hurts. It feels like something's like biting me every step, and it's bruised, and it's like raised and stuff. Super painful. But Friedrich Nietzsche said, a man with a why can bear any how, and I know that's true. I've been doing it for 6 months, and I know I can do it for a few days more. With that being said, I feel like my why, like, of course it's the sign, of course it's Katahdin, but I'm like 3 hiking days. Today is 18 something. Tomorrow is a possible 30. More on that to come. And then the next day would be 15. The next day after that would be 10. Or we could do a 25. But there's no reason to get into Millinocket early and like sit around. Oh my god, I'm dying. Hopefully we'll have some sunshine today. Doesn't really look like it, but that's kind of what every morning looks like out here, so fingers crossed. Frozen fingers crossed. Yeah, it's winding down, and I'm sad. I'm like, it's bittersweet, but all of us are just talking, and it's like, our bodies are telling us that, like, this is enough. Like, stop. We're falling a lot. Knees are getting, like, it takes so long to stand up in the morning. You know, your feet, you gotta work out in the morning. And, yeah, the bodies are starting to give signals like, all right. But also, it happens cyclically. Like, my body was giving signals to me in Vermont, and then I didn't listen, and then it stopped. So maybe if I wanted to do the transcontinental Appalachian Trail, that it would stop giving me those signals and it would shut up again. But I don't know. The pain that my mom was having in her knees, like, I totally understand now. Completely understand now why she wasn't able to, like, go faster, be more limber. Like, that stuff seizes up so quick, and really, like, it's tough to go downhill. And then you have to go slow uphill because you feel like you're gonna snap your knees, the ligaments or whatever. I don't know, I'm not a scientist, but yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I'm kind of observing all of my pain from, like, third person. Like, I'm having, like, an out-of-body experience because I don't have the option to stop. A lot of people have, like, taken extra zeros and they're like, oh, well, it doesn't matter about that 10 miles, or, oh, I'll just come back and do it. It's like, really, you're gonna drive all the way to the 100-mile wilderness and come back to do 10 miles? I don't think so, but whatever. That's none of my business, right? So, like, I don't have that option. I'm not giving myself that option. So I'm observing all of my pain and my wet feet as, like, an out-of-body experience. Being like, oh, how interesting. What an interesting feeling. Like, so I think that's helping a lot. Yesterday I had so much fun. I was just laughing at every time I stepped off a boardwalk into, like, dirt, or every time I, like, tripped over or something, slid down on my butt on, like, these rock scrambles and stuff. Like, I was just laughing, having a good time, because, you know, from the beginning I've been saying I can take more than you can give. And that has been my, like, silent confidence. I knew almost no matter what this trail threw at me, I was going to be able to take. And I can take a lot. And there's a lot of times where, yeah, it pushed me. In the beginning, it pushed me, like, the bugs, the heat, the carrying, like, all that, like, small stuff really, really pushed me. But now, none of that stuff really bothers me. I can totally, like, deal with it. It's just new stuff now, like the chafing that I haven't had before, the knee pain I haven't had before, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to do the next, like, 80 miles with completely wet feet, so that's new too. But yeah, like, there's this silent confidence of, I know I can handle almost whatever is thrown at me. I'm not gonna put my life on the line out here, but discomfort, there's no hope of being comfortable. So yeah, I don't know. It's really interesting to be in this place and to have like 3 or 4 days left. Feels good. On top of White Cat Mountain, 3,600 feet. Normally, there would be a view of Katahdin, but I don't mind. I will see her soon enough. I don't need to see her right now. Let it be a mystery. And I think that marks the end of the big mountains for us. For me, for you guys, for all of us. Cheers.
Okay. But otherwise than that, you've got some good sailing through here.
It's the simple little pleasures in the 100-mile wilderness, like no roads or no cell phone service, which
no trail maintenance.
No trail maintenance, which none of those things are true.
We have all of those things.
Oh. Opposite.